Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a service member who died from his injuries during the ongoing conflict in Iran is being remembered here in Kentucky. And the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services is facing criticism after a new report from Allison Ball.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm McKinley Calandrino here with you on this Tuesday, March 10th, excuse me. The time is now 5 a.m. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Megan Desmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, I'm wearing yellow today. I'm hoping to bring some sunshine into the future. So what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you the sunshine's coming towards the end of the week. We can look forward to your Friday and your Saturday. It will be a great start to your weekend. However, as we head through today, tomorrow, and Thursday morning, going to have a little bit of an interesting setup. So let's break it down first, starting off with what we're looking at right now. Temperatures in a mixture of the 50s and 60s, so a very warm start to your day. Altogether not bad at all. And in fact, as we head into the afternoon, even better. We're talking mostly those upper 70s. A few folks will hang out in the mid 70s in Virginia, but overall not too bad. And we are watching some rain chances right now on satellite radar. You can see just where some of that scattered shower activity is. That's what we'll continue to watch throughout the course of the day. Just some scattered shower activity, primarily in the morning and then clearing out by the afternoon. But don't worry, if you like the rain, it's coming back, and it's coming up back in full swing for your Wednesday. We're looking at showers likely and storms especially likely in the evening hours. That's our next system that we are tracking. McKinley.
All right, thank you, Megan. New video released by the Pentagon overnight shows U.S. strikes destroying Iranian missile launchers as President Trump signaled that the war in Iran is winding down, telling CBS News in a phone interview, quote, "The war is very complete," end quote. The president doubled down on that last threat on social media overnight, warning death, fire, and fury will rain upon Iran if they do anything to stop the flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz. A soldier from Kentucky has now died in conflict with Iran. Sergeant Benjamin Pennington was from Glendale in Hardin County. He was injured in a strike on March 1st and died from his wounds on Sunday. Tributes are pouring in from across the Commonwealth. Pennington's former teachers at Central Hardin High School say he represented the best of their community.
I've taught since 2013, and I've lost several students, and it never gets easier. It just doesn't. You don't forget somebody like Ben Pennington. You just don't.
Governor Andy Beshear posted about Sergeant Pennington on social media. He called him a hero who sacrificed everything serving our country. Senator Mitch McConnell also posted about Sergeant Pennington. He called his death, quote, "an awful reminder of the cost of Tehran's decades-long war against American service members." In his honor of Sergeant Pennington, the Hardin County Judge Executive has called for flags to be at half-staff today. All government buildings, grounds, and facilities will have their flags at half-staff until sunset tomorrow. The Hardin County Judge Executive is encouraging everyone in the county to join. The Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services is facing criticism after a new report from Allison Ball. The audit examined how the state handles foster children in so-called non-traditional placements. The 22-month review found 304 foster children were housed in places like state office buildings, hotels, and even state parks when no other placements were available. Auditors say those settings can lack proper supervision and basic living conditions, leaving children vulnerable to neglect or exploitation. Advocates say their findings highlight their long-standing concerns about gaps in Kentucky's foster care system.
I have a lot of anger towards the lack of progress, the lack of people hearing children and listening to children's voices or families' voices across our state and our country for that matter.
Advocates say the report should serve as a wake-up call for state leaders to improve the system and better protect vulnerable children. Governor Andy Beshear's office is responding to the report. The governor's office says the Cabinet for Health and Family Services did not get to review the report before it was shared with the media, claiming it could have significant errors as a result. Auditor Ball's office sent us a response to the governor's statement saying most of the information in the report comes from the governor's administration itself. The governor's office and CHFS are reviewing the report now. 2 people are in the hospital and several others are displaced after a fire heavily damaged a southern Kentucky apartment complex yesterday. Firefighters say the fire started just after yesterday morning at the Spring Street Square Apartments in London. One man who did not want to be identified says after his smoke alarm went off, he went around and banged on apartment doors, ensuring everyone knew about the flames. He says he discovered smoke and one person in an upstairs apartment unit.
Because the smoke was just rolling from her apartment. I couldn't even see or breathe from the outside, so from the inside I couldn't imagine what that was like.
Firefighters say they were able to rescue the woman and she is now at a Lexington hospital. Her condition is unknown, as well as the cause of the fire. The spring forest fire season in Kentucky is well underway. Officials say the key to help preventing forest fires is being educated and aware and following those burn restrictions and bans if they are issued. Crews have battled several fires in the last few days, including some in Perry County this past weekend.
So we've been out multiple times on different fires already throughout our area, and it's not necessarily been people burning, but power lines has failed and caused some forest fires. So it's important to always keep your eye out around your home when dry weather's here, and absolutely do not burn between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. It's a state law during the fire season.
Officials say you could face consequences for breaking these rules in the form of citations and fines. Thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, yesterday marked the 50th anniversary of a disaster that shaped safety in the mining industry and changed families in the mountains forever.
And we're tracking strong to severe storm chances for your Wednesday. I'll have more information coming up.